So hello everyone, myself Karthika and today's session we will discuss class 7 social science history part. So this is your chapter number 5, architecture as power. So in this video we will discuss only exercise of this chapter. So without any further delay, let's get started. So question number 4, tick the correct option. So first one, Sher Shah tomb is located in first option Agra, second option Sasaram and third option Sikandra. So answer for this question option number second, Sasaram. So next question, question number B. Humayun's tomb was built during the reign of first option Shah Jahan, second option Akbar and third option Jahangir. So answer for this question option number B, Akbar. Next question, question number C. The tomb of which Mughal ruler contains the first example of double dome in India? First option Akbar's tomb, second option Humayun's tomb and third option Babur's tomb. So answer for this question option number second, Humayun's tomb. So next question, question number D. Where can one find the largest dome in the world? First option Gol Gumbaz at Bijapur, second option Humayun's tomb in New Delhi and third option Taj Mahal in Agra. So answer for this question option number first, Gol Gumbaz at Bijapur. So next question, question number E. The inner chamber through which one can see the deity is the first option Mandaps, second Antaralaya and third Gopuram. So answer for this question option number second, Antaralaya. So question number first, all answers are present here, so you can match from here. So next question, question number 2, fill in the blanks. So first one, most of the early medieval temples of South India were built in the dash style. So which style? Dramidi style. So next question, question number B. Dash was built by the Akbar to commemorate his victory over Gujarat. So answer Buland Darwaja. Next question, question number C. Jahangir laid the foundation of the famous Dash gardens in Kashmir. Answer Shalimar Garden. Next question, question number D. Dash is the largest mosque in India. Answer Jama Masjid. Next question, question number E. The step wells built by rulers and rich citizens is known as? Answer Baulis. So question number second, all answers are present here, so you can match from here. So next question, question number third, state whether the statements are true or false. So first one, the Charminar is located in Hyderabad. Is this true or false? So this one is true. Next question, question number B. The dome is the spear-shaped roof of a building. Is this true or false? So this one is true. Next question, question number C. Geometrical designs were main features of Islamic architecture. Is this true or false? So this one is also true. Next question, question number D. A double dome comprises an inner and outer layer. Is this true or false? So this one is true. So next question, question number E. The Sun Temple is located at Madurai. Is this true or false? So this one is false. So question number third, all answers are present here, so you can match from here. So next question, question number 4, answer the following questions in 1 or 2 words. So first one, what was the path or passage for walking around the Garba Grih called? Answer Pradakshina path. Next question, question number B, which style temples are mostly found in North India? Next question, question number C, what is the shape of Humayun's tomb? Answer irregular octagonal shape. Next question, question number D. Which other kingdoms also developed their unique architectural style? Answer Bengal, Gujarat and Deccan. Next question, question number E. Name any two precious and semi-precious stones extensively used in the inlay work. Answer marble, gemstone, lapis lazuli, jasper, carnelian, etc. So next question, question number 5, answer the following questions in brief. So this one is short type question. So question number first, mention the different kinds of structures building in medieval India to demonstrate power. So answer, the 3 kinds of structures building in medieval period were, first one, forts, palaces, tombs. This was the safe, protected, occupied by the kings and demonstrated power. Second, the second type of structures was meant for public activity and was opened and to be used by subjects. These tanks, wells and bazaars. Next question, question number B. What were the main style of temple architecture in medieval India? Give one example of each. So answer. The three main style of temple architecture are the Nagara or the northern style, the Dramid or the southern style, and the Vesara or mixed style. So first one, Kandariya Mahadev temple at Khajuraho, Madhya Pradesh is an example of Nagara style of temple architecture. Second, Brideshwar temple at Thanjavur, Tamil Nadu is an example of Dravidian style of temple architecture. Ladkhan temple at Ayhole, Karnataka is an example of Versara style of temple architecture. So next question, question number C. Mention the new elements introduced by Islamic architecture. So answer. The new element introduced by the Islamic architecture are domed roofs, minarets, archway, calligraphy, geometric patterns, courtyard, water features, ornate decoration. So next question, question number D. Define Bauli. So answer. Bauli is a water tank which is made by the ruler, a tank that has a step on all its sides so that people can reach the water is called step well. But it was not a source of water and was also a place where community activities and religious ceremonies were held. Next question, question number E. Why is Shah Jahan known as the Engineer King? So answer. Shah Jahan was known as the Engineer King because the Mughal architecture reached its peak under him. The Taj Mahal built by him is counted among one of the seven wonders of the world. Apart from it, he built Shahjahanabad, Old Delhi and built the famous Red Fort. So next question, question number 6. Answer the following questions in detail. So this one is long type question. So question number first. Write a short note on the main feature of Indo-Islamic architecture. So answer. Indo-Islamic architecture are arches, domes and minarets were the most notable features of this style. Spacious gardens were set on the premises of the building. Mortar, red stones and marble were used for the construction of the monuments. Figures of flowers and plants were carved for decorating building. So next question, question number B. What were the characteristic feature of Havelis built during the period under study? Next question, question number B. What were the characteristic feature of Havelis built during the period under study? So answer. The main feature of these Havelis were Chhajjas, Jharokhas and Jailis. These huge mansions were usually built around a courtyard with darwaza done in beautiful architecture element. The Marwari Havelis of the Shekhwati region have mural with remarked color. Or another answer you can write. The Havelis were designed to be closed from the all side with one large main gate. The typical Havelis in Shekhwati incorporated two courtyard, an outer one for the man which served as an extended threshold, and the inner one the domain for the women. So next question, question number C. Write a note on religion architecture that developed in 15th century. So answer. A large number of kingdoms such as Vijayanagar, Brahmani, Marwar, Gujarat, Jaunpur and Bengal emerged in the 15th century. Architecture in regional kingdom had distinctive style. In Bengal, the Adina Mosque, the tomb of Jalaluddin Muhammad at Pandua, the Dakhil Darwaza and Tantipura Mosque in Gaur are important. So next question, question number D. Write a note on Fatehpur Sikri. So answer. Fatehpur Sikri was first planned city of Mughals to be marked by magnificent administrative, residential and religious building comprised of palaces, public buildings, mosque and living areas for the court, the army, the servant of king and entire city. So next question, question number E. Differentiate between Nagara and Dramid style architecture. So answer. In Nagara style, the Nagara style of temple architecture can be found in the northern part of India. Tower is referred to as Sikara in the Nagara style of temple architecture. One can find multiple Sikara in the Nagara style of temple architecture. Further, the Sikara in the Nagara style curves inwards in Nagara style. Outside the temple, there is a presence of erotic image. Apart from the image of river goddess Ganga and Yamuna, water tank is absent in the Nagara style of temple architecture. Gopuram is not prominent in Nagara style of temple architecture. Through the presence of huge boundaries, walls can be seen in the Odisha school of Nagara architecture. The crowning element is referred to Kalas and Amalaka in this style. Pedestal in this style of architecture is usually at ground level. In North India, temples are generally built for aesthetic purpose. Example of Nagara style temple included Lakshman temple, Sun temple at Konark, Lingaraj temple at Bhubaneswar. In Dravidian style of temple architecture can be found in the southern region of India. The main temple tower is called Viman in Dravidian style. The main temple tower is called Vimana in Dravidian style. In the Dravidian style of temple architecture, only one Vimana is visible. The Vimana here is like a stepped pyramid. In Dravidian style of temple architecture, sculptures of the Varpals are seen. A large water reservoir or a temple tank is seen South Indian temple. The northern temples are enclosed in a huge boundary wall called Gopuram. Here is carving element referred to as Sikara. Here the pedestal is placed at a higher level. In southern India, temples served large purpose apart from aesthetic purpose like administration purpose, holding control over areas as center of education, etc. Brihadeshwar temple at Thanjavur, Gangai Konda Cholapuram temple.